Hey guys, I'm Shirani coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you all here today. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need it out there. Hey, today I want to try something a little bit new. I say a little bit because we did this on my Raid Shadow Legends Champion Guides channel. I want to say maybe on our Jara guide. Basically took a champion that we don't use a ton in the game, and we rebuilt him and focused on the entire team around him, and then methodically went and cleared a difficult stage in the hard version of Soul Cross in Curse City. Today, I want to build on that idea, and I really want to hear from you guys. Do you like this content?
Can I say something?
Let me know at the end of the video, ideally, probably not at the beginning, because I'd love to do more of this, because what I think is going to happen here is I think each rotation of Curse City is going to be quite a bit different. You're going to need to build different champions, different restrictions, blah, blah, blah. So the one I want to focus on today is not only these 5 champions, but I built them all in a very unique way, right? So masteries and gear sets as well. I'm using unorthodox builds, and I hope to inspire some of you guys, maybe just in some ways, even if you don't have these champions, just the way that we have them built. And I'm gonna try to clear this stage for the very first time, okay? We have one dude in my clan has cleared this stage and nobody else. And again, as I mentioned on one of my previous videos, I'm in a pretty end game clan, you know? So it's telling that only one guy, DeGreer, has cleared this content.
I'm gonna rest because I'm the best.
So this is the team that we're gonna use here, right? It's a very tough wave. We know we're gonna go against Torments and stuff like that as well. Let me just take a look here at the first wave as well. Cupiduses and Cardials, a Venus too, so Cupidus is going to counterattack every single time. They hit hard, they're level 250, they have a lot of stats. It's challenging stuff here, and we're extremely limited in the champions that we can use. As a matter of fact, these are the only 4 legendaries that I have that we can use in this content. Okay, the only other option I will say really quickly would be Thenisil. I have Thenisil as well. However, we're going to use Mordecai. I think having a burner as my main damage dealer in these waves is where it's at. That's going to help me get through as my DPS essentially. So let me show you the build on all of these champions, because for me, this is why I love this content, honestly, right? I like, using unorthodox champions and unorthodox builds. So let me walk you through all of them, and I would love to hear from you guys if you would change anything about any of these builds, right? And again, I'm not using your typical like stone skin and protection and 2-piece sets, trying to go a little bit outside the box on some of these builds. Some of them will be quite obvious too, to be fair. All right, Impulse and Retaliation on Shirani. Why Retaliation first? On Shiramani's A1, she has a chance of freezing 3 targets, right? So I thought about putting her in triple Retaliation. I just didn't have good triple sets, good gear of Retaliation to put a trip set on her. If I did though, that would be pretty crazy. If I did put a triple Retaliation on her, I would also pick up Fearsome Presence to bump that freeze to a 30% on the A1. Either way, I put her in Impulse. I think this might be the first time that I've ran a champion in Impulse here. Speed plus 12%, 30% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown by 1 turn. So not as good as Reflex, but we get the speed. I'm not a massive fan of Impulse, but I had the gear laying around and actually fit her well. It had accuracy, speed, all the stats that we want. So we have speed on the boots here. We have HP percentage on the chest. We have defense percentage on the gauntlets. And then we have the Retaliation as well. Her total stats will be... Everybody's fairly tanky on this team because, again, these enemies hit incredibly hard and there's no access to revivers on this comp, right? So we always have to look at the restrictions first. What do we have access to, right? Like, what can we use here? A reviver helps a ton. We don't have a reviver. So we're going to need like bolster and stun strategy or provoke. We're going to need a way to CC and stay alive. So survivability is first and foremost on basically all of these builds. Okay, so Shiramani's fast, 258, fairly fast. Enough accuracy to land her freeze. And she's my healer too. We have 54k, which is a little light on the HP, 3300 on the defense. She's nice and fast though, so that's good. This heal, Rejuvenating Wave, is really, really good on Shirani. 50% chance, 50% heal, excuse me, on one ally, and then 20% on all other allies, and then a continuous heal for 2 turns on targets with full HP. it's solid, right? And then she has an AoE freeze on a 4-turn cooldown with turn meter fill, which can help her get back to this ice storm. Moreover, the rejuvenating wave a little bit faster, okay? Her masteries are going to really fit the build that we have her in, right? So I went defense. I came down with blast proof, mitigating AoE damage. I definitely wanted to pick up Harvest of Spare because I want to land leeches on the freezes, you know, that way we can have more healing on this team as well. And then of course, I want to play more into the retaliation, more into the A1 counterattacks, more freezes, and it's going to help with retribution and also deterrence. I know I'm going to be going against 2 Torments on the last wave, so I know there's probably going to be some freezes landed. Hopefully she can counterattack with a triple hit and land some more freezes on the enemy team, right? On the support side of things, I went with HP. I came down, I picked up all the healing masteries to really get more oomph out of that A2 heal. A Cycle of Magic I'm a big fan of. I didn't used to ever get Cycle of Magic on any of my champions, and that 5%, it deters you a little bit, right? But it actually happens more often than you kind of think, at least me. So I do like Cycle of Magic now. Lasting Gifts to extend the duration of the continuous heals, and then Timely Intervention increases champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero drops below 25%. She's my healer, you know, so Timely Intervention is going to be great for her. Okay. I also just, you know, I'm not going to talk about every mastery in depth on every champion, but just to mention a few that I like. Obviously, Arcane Celerity, every time a debuff expires, it kind of plays into the turn meter fill already on her A3. So we get more turn meter fill off of the freezes when they fall off on the A1 and the A3. I love Exalt Death. You'll see it on most of my champions. Heals this champion with 10% of their max HP the first time an enemy is killed in each round. I also love Shadow Heal. Heals this champion by 6% of their max HP every time an enemy is healed. I really like both of those healing masteries as well. I don't have both of them selected, but I have a few. So that's my Shirani. Okay, next guy is going to be Alzgor Crimson Horn. This is the build out of all 5, honestly, that's a little bit more of like, okay, I just wanted to have fun with it.
Rich people, I don't get them.
I wanted to use one of the new sets in this video, so I put him in Supersonic. The only problem is I only have 4 decent pieces, halfway decent pieces, right? And I have no supersonic accessories, unfortunately, for barbarians. Either way, though, I wanted to try it out. We get resistance, HP, we love that. We get the speed, love that. Fills this champion's turn meter by 2% per each buff on each enemy. Pretty cool. Let's try it out. Obviously, when we get to 6-piece, when we get to 9-piece, or 6-piece especially, decreases turn meter effects placed by enemies are 30% less effective. And then we get the speed at 5, the speed at 8 as well. I have Stone Skin 2-piece. We get an extra 40 resistance, 8% HP as well to fill out this build. Total stats on Alzgor are going to be 73k on the HP, 3,400 on the defense, and a little bit of crit rate, a little bit of crit damage, enough accuracy as well for his A2. If you're unfamiliar with Alzgor, he has an AoE, chance of removing 2 random busts from all enemies, kind of a miniature version of a Mighty Uko, but he also has a continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns as well. He also has a full heal on 1 ally with block damage on his A3. I think that Alzgor Crimson Horn is a great champion. I have Brimstone on him to help with the damage. We have a decreased speed, 50% chance every time he is attacked. Really cool. Really strong kit, right? I have War Master, came down, you know, getting a little bit of damage off War Master. Picked up Life Drinker because he does have a little bit of damage, what do you say, 70, 80% crit rate. And then I went down the support tree, picked up Lasting Gifts to extend the duration of the continuous heals. And we have Sniper to bump that decreased speed off of his passive up to a 55% chance at landing. All right, let's keep moving it on here. We have Delana. Delana, man, she is an absolute monster of nukage. Delana and Eric's, 2 free-ish, I'll say, champions. Delana was once a freebie.
So don't talk down to me. Don't you ever talk.
Or a login champ, I should say. And then Eric's is a login reward champ. Either way, though, Delana is a nuking machine. She is not given justice for how much damage she can do. So she's built to do a little bit of damage, but she's mainly going to be my control. She has an AoE on her A1 and her A3 ability, so she's going to be stunning all over the place. For that reason, I have Fearsome Presence. We don't have Harvest to Spare here. I think I'd like it, though. I'd like Harvest to Spare. I want more shots at landing the leech. Let's see if we can pull this off. Again, I have not cleared this dungeon before, so hopefully we do in today's video, right? I just built all these champions this way. Didn't even give it a test run. Either way, though, we do have, let's see, a leech on the A1. She's already providing a leech, so I guess we'll be okay without it. She has a decreased resistance on the A2. She has a block buffs, heals all allies by 5% of their max HP for each block buffs debuff placed by this skill. It's not the biggest heal in the world, but we did pick up the healing lay on hands to get a little bit more out of that, as well as healing savior. Brimstone on Delana as well. I'm a little light on the accuracy here, but she's nice and tanky. Obviously her damage also scales off of HP, so I have a lot of control here. I have, you know, a decent amount of damage, even though it's not crazy, 88 and 164. A little bit of speed and some survivability, basically, on Delana. Most importantly, though, is the fearsome presence. Bump up the stun to a 23% chance off fearsome. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Next up, we have the tank of the team, Lanafarel. Lanafarel is a previous fusion. I'm a massive fan of this dude. I run him on my main Bommel team, and I think he's incredible. I have a video out on Lanafarel and Bommel a few weeks ago. Anyway, I really like this dude. He's a high elf. He's very tanky. He's the highest base HP on my team. That's why I put him in bolster set. Bolster, 30% ally shield, heals the wearer by 10% every turn. I also put him in an immortal set. For that reason, obviously, I'm just trying to get as much HP on him as possible. He has 100k HP, 245 shield.
Who invented that stuff?
I'm sorry, 245 speed. I'm thinking ahead of myself. He's also giving a really good shield based on this champion's max HP. So even more of a reason to put him in the bolster set, because we need HP for his shield, for the bolster shield, and for his damage as well, right? So a lot of reasons to have HP, and for the heals it helps too, right? To scale that HP as high as we can. He also brings an ally attack, which is great because that's going to give Delana more stun chances on her A1, and Shirani more freeze chances on her A1. So great synergy here. You can already start to see it here with this team. In terms of masteries here, as I said, he's the tank of the team. So we have Bulwark on him. Damage from all allies receive is 5% less. He's going to soak up that extra damage instead, okay? So he'll be soaking up 20% extra damage, obviously 5 times 4, the other 4 champions on the team. So we want to make sure that this dude can take a hit. For that reason, we have Blast Proof, we have Shadow Heal, we have Rejuvenation, right? We're really making sure that he's equipped to stay alive here. We also have Solidarity, as well as Selfless Defender. Again, Selfless Defender in combination with Bulwark. I mean, that's what we want to have on all our tanks, essentially. I could have gone crazy and tried to put him in Guardian gear to mitigate more damage, but I didn't want to put that. I figured he'd be better in bolster for reasons we already stated. I do have lasting gifts as well on Lanafarel. He is bringing that shield, obviously, and the increased crit damage as well. Last but not least, we have Mordecai. Now, Mordecai is in Untouchable in Perception. So Untouchable gives him immunity for 2 turns. The reason I have him in Untouchable and Resistance plus 40 is, again, because of Torments, because of all the crowd control that I know I'm going to be going against. I don't want him to be CC'd. He's going to be turn meter boosting my team, reducing the enemy team, and landing my burns as my main DPS. I don't want him to be frozen, okay? So for that reason, I built him with high resist, 400 resist, right? And Untouchable for 2 turns at the start of each round. That way he can get into his burn, and he can get into his decreasing turn meter and increased turn meter ability on his A2. Now, he is bringing increased attack for 3 turns on all allies. Listen, we don't have a reason for increased attack. There's no attack-based champions on this team, but we do have rapid response, a 30% chance to increase the turn meter by 10% when a buff cast by this champion is removed or expires. You know what? I mean, we can get a turn meter boost. Now, you might say, why not Arcane Celerity? He's bringing the burn on the same ability. Why not go Arcane Celerity? It's simple. rapid response, a buff on the same ability, it can't be resisted, right? A buff can't be resisted. It will always land the buff, obviously. So I went rapid response, even though it is a 3-turn duration. On defense, I came all the way down here and picked up unshakable because again, we want him to have, you know, significant resist. Cycle of magic, as you guys saw on him as well. Total stats, again, I think I can get by with 314 plus the accuracy masteries on this dude. We have 210, we have 403 resist, and we have him tanky. 4,000 defense on this dude. The thing on Mordecai is 1,156 on the defense, dude. That scales really well for an epic. So we could build him nice and tanky, make sure he stays alive. We don't care about crit rate, crit damage, or anything like that on him. Whew. So there it is, guys. Those are the 5 builds. What do you think? Let's try it out in action. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so I don't even know what the second wave looks like because, again, I have not pre-run this team. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here so you guys can see the entire show. We're going to start out with Shirani going in and freezing everybody. And, of course, she does not freeze Spirit Affinity Cupidus. So 1 Cupidus remains untouched. Now, I guess what I would normally do and what I'll do right now is because it's the first move of the entire battle and there's no energy, thank God, cost in Cursed City, I'm just going to try it again until I get everybody. Why not, right? Now, this time, both Cupiduses remain unfrozen. I don't think it's even going to matter, so whatever happens on this one, we're just going to stick with it.
Oh, I survived.
So this time, the other Cupidus is unfrozen. All right, so next up, we have the Flicker Barrier ability, or we could just go in with the ally attack. I'm going to save the ally attack. No, I'm going to save the Flicker Barrier because we already have the Bolster Shield anyway. So we go in, we stun and freeze Cupidus. It's working exactly according to plan. We're going to come in here and go with... Yikes. We have a 40% chance of increasing the duration of 2 random debuffs on the target by 1 turn. If we want to here. Let's just go in with the A2. See if we can deal a little bit of damage here. Now it's time for Delana. Delana, we're going to come in here with the A3. Decent damage, right? Now we're going to go ahead and land the burn on everybody, and we don't need the heal yet, so let's just go in with Shirani's A1. So everything's off in terms of, okay, we're going to go in with the A2. We still have enough time that we don't need her shield right away, so I'm not going to use it right away. We also have the block damage available to us. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that right now. We have a lot of... okay, decreased resistance if they're under block buffs, which nobody which somebody is. Well, a debuff spread. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's use the A2. No, let's use the A1. We want stuns. Did we get any? One stun? We'll take it. Luckily, we have block damage, so we don't care about the counterattacks, right? So far, everything's working beautifully. Let's go in Mordecai's A2. Mordecai's A2 is not actually attacking them, right? So it's beautiful. We're not going to trigger those counterattacks. All right, now we can go in with, heck, just the A1. I want to get rid of Cardio first because he can cleanse everybody. I could barely make him out over there with all the burn on everybody. All right, Cardio, decreased turn meter there. And if we don't get Cardio now... he's gonna, hopefully we stun him. Nope. He's gonna cleanse here, and that's gonna be really annoying. Let's go ahead and get a heal on myself. He cleanses, revives on death. We should have been targeting Cardio a little bit earlier. Yeah, let's go with the A3 here, finally. So we still have this nice shield. Everybody's doing a good job staying alive. Now we can go in the A2. He's removing buffs. Obviously, the revive on death can't be removed. This is the continuous heals. Uh-oh. We got a problem. We can freeze everybody. But look at Mordecai here, guys.
I'm dying of boredom.
Let's go in. A1. Let's land the burn. Oh, I really wish we had that rejuvenating wave. Let's go in, try to kill this Cupidus. Okay, we killed somebody else at least. Now let's heal Mordecai. He's back up. You can see things aren't as easy as maybe they appeared at the beginning, right, of this battle. So everybody's health is pretty low here. So I'm going to tempt fate and just go with the A1 here and try to A1 cycle at this point in the battle. This is the point that we just want to basically, yeah. A1 on everybody. So now we can just kind of take it easy here. Cupidus hits pretty hard, but this is beautiful because right now, I'm going to keep an eye on Shirani, though. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, heal yourself, Shirani. Golly, man. That was close. Jeez, these Cupiduses are insane, man. I still don't want to... I'm keeping my eye on everybody. I'd hate to use... I have to do it. I have to use the stupid A3 of Alsgore. And it turns out I probably didn't have to use it, but better safe than sorry, even though I would have just restarted the run if I wasn't recording this. But it's okay. I think we'll be okay, because we can just use Flicker Barrier a little bit earlier, and we can freeze everybody early on anyway, right? So, freeze. Let's ally attack. What are we dealing with here? Tuanarok, Alsgore, Jetney the Giant, Valkyrie. Alsgore is going to be huge for us because he has the buff removal, and I do not want to deal with the two counterattacks and all this baloney. We have two Valkyries. Both of them, unfortunately, are not frozen. Gross. Let's go after this Valkyrie. We land one stun there, unfortunately. We're going to come right back in here and hopefully, remove some buffs. Let's come in here and place our... No. Yeah, let's place our burn. You can see I'm getting resisted, which is nice. Okay. Now I have to deal with the counterattacks on Delana. I'm not sure. Yeah. They're under increased defense. There's no block debuffs on their team. Let's just go for it. Hopefully, she doesn't die here. Are you kidding me? We didn't land one. Whatchamacallit there? Not one stun? Okay. We want to heal somebody. That's for dang sure. Shirani's pretty low on health herself. But I'm a little bit... Yeah, let's heal Shirani. Okay. We come in with a turn meter. Let's go in here. I hate the decreased speed. It's a guaranteed 100% on the decreased speed. We need a shield on Mordecai here, so we're just going to go in with the A2, take the few hits on the counterattack. We'll have the A3, I believe, up from Alsgore here, right? Yikes. Hate the decreased speed, but I should be attacking Jetney, not Alsgore there. So my bad. All right. Block buffs. Let's go ahead and... I'm hesitating again because I don't know if I want to keep eating two Valkyrie attacks on Delana, but let's just go in for the stun. Again, the stun landed on the freeze. Really bad luck here. Mordecai's almost dead. Not what we want necessarily here, guys, huh? All right. Thank God we can fully heal Mordecai and get block damage and get some respite here. We're one turn away from the freeze on Shirani. So this is very, very valuable recoup time right now. Let's attack Jetney the Giant. Jetney the Giant is technically their nuker. She's almost dead, but she gets the stupid continuous heal. All right. How you guys enjoying the video so far? You like this stuff or no?
I would like to turn it over to my colleague.
Let's remove some stuff.
Come cry.
Right now, man, active.
One down. You know what? One down, it's big. It's important, right? It's our start. Let's see. We have shields right now anyway for another turn. But there is no counterattack. I want to get that shield up for a couple fresh turns. Now that there's no counterattack up. So again, we're dealing with increased defense, increased speed. Let's land a burn. Start burning them down. Next target's going to be Alsgore on their team. Because he has the big heal. He's got the block damage. He's removing my buffs. He's doing all kinds of crap that we don't want him to do. I'm going to go in with the freeze right now. We get one resist. Of course, again, bad affinity matchup there, but I'll take it, right? Let's just keep trying to kill... what's his face here? Okay. Not liking this. Mordecai's so freaking valuable. I'm going to go in with a Alsgore heal. Now, you can make an argument, don't attack Alsgore when he's under counterattack especially, but he's the one I want to kill. Yikes. A lot of counterattack is up right now, but I really need to land some stuns. None? No stuns? What is going on over here? Okay. We'll go A1. Again, we're just going to keep working on the big fella. Mordecai, Shirani, worried about you guys. But we have the ally attack, but we have the shield up as well. It's time to ally attack. Jeez, we're not doing any damage. At least we landed a freeze and a stun. Again, it's working as intended, right? Let's wait for this Valkyrie to go. Nah, I feel like this is the time. Let's go in, remove some buffs. Let's go. Yeah, let's refresh the shield now. Cool. Oh boy, this is a long freaking battle, huh, guys? We land the freeze. That's great. Dude, Alsgore, you ever gonna die, bro?
Tell them I'm immortal.
All right. I don't want to use... I'm going to use this on the next go-around. We're pretty healthy right now. We have shields. Everything's good. Yikes. Keep in mind when you attack them under... okay. Hey, we land some stuns that time. That's what I'm talking about. Can we kill this dude or what? These Valkyrie shields, I'm not sure we're going to be able to take him down. Tuanarok is super annoying on this wave too because she's cleansing everybody. This is awful. You think I should go after Tuanarok next? I'm thinking I might have to deal with Tuanarok. Let's go with A2 here. Let's get in there, get some buffs off again. I'm not noticing many resists, which is good because our accuracy all around was a little low. You're noticing a lot of resists though on Mordecai, which is exactly why we built him the way that we did. Okay. Decrease resist on block buffs and nobody's under block buffs. Let's go in, land some stuns. One stun, we'll take it. As long as Alsgore's not going, I'm pretty happy. Let's land these burns. Oh my gosh, guys. Freezes. They take less damage under freeze, what I was trying to say earlier. We can't kill either of these guys. All right, let's go in on the ally attack. I don't know. Let's go for this Valkyrie instead. She's not frozen. She'll get full damage at least. Can we even break through the shield? Dude, is the burn going to be enough to kill these guys? They're not killing me. I'm not killing them. We're 11 minutes in here, guys. This video wasn't supposed to be this long. Golly. All right, rejuvenating wave. Let's go in, top that off, get some continuous heals down. The first kill on Jetney, I was like, okay, we're doing great, guys. We're doing great over here. All right, let's go in. Oof. All right, the burn ticks off. This Valkyrie is like, I don't know. You can't say she's low on health, but you can't say... I'm thinking maybe Tuanarok is the girl that we're going to retarget instead. Alsgore, we're doing a pretty good job of just CCing him, honestly. Freeze, nice. Man, Shirani, I don't know about you guys so far. Shirani and Alsgore, they're my MVP. Actually, everybody's my MVPs. What am I talking about? Everybody's doing a great job. I like the strats so far. It's just, these are tanky. There's shields on shields on shields. I really need to... Even the block buffs on Delana, it's just not... It's getting cleansed off by Tuanarok. I think Tuanarok has to be the kill. And they get the stupid block damage up. Great. Just great.
I am missing all the fun.
All right, let's go in with the... let's just freeze him up. Okay. It's got to be Tuanarok, but right now she has block damage, so it's not going to be Tuanarok. Let's go ally attack on Alsgore. We're doing a little bit of damage there. We're getting there, guys. Normally, like 10 minutes ago, I would have been like, okay, guys, I'll come back to you on the third wave, but the whole point of the video is to do this whole entire battle with you guys, right? I'll timestamp it, though. Probably should have mentioned that before half an hour in, but whatever. Let's just keep the rejuvenating wave going. That way to make sure everybody's topped off. I could have froze there. Arguably, maybe I should have. But this Valkyrie is going to go in a second. And unfortunately, she's going to have the... And we're going to get, yeah, all this stuff. We do have Alsgore, though, ready to go, which is nice. We have no block buffs, so we stun. Alsgore's getting low, guys. He's getting low. It's time to freeze everybody. He resisted. Okay. Okay. I smell blood in the water over here, guys. Go in. Remove this stuff. A smite is down. He's got that big, big shield, though. I hate that. More cleanses. Smite's off. He's done. All right. Here we go. Ugh. Okay, at least we land. Again, that ally attack. I mean, literally, like I just said, everybody on this squad is amazing. I have a new healthy respect. I don't know about you guys. For everybody. All right. Who do you want to heal? I don't know. Let's just heal our healer. Put up some block damage here. Give us time to recoup. 2 continuous heals. 2 turn, 1 turn. I hate this. And Alsgore's whatchamacallit ability is not up right now. His A2 to remove all this stuff. 3 continuous heals. This sucks. Let's just go in with A2 this time. Reduce his turn meter. Go in. It doesn't. The counterattacks don't really matter again because we have block damage. I'm keeping an eye on that. That's where my eyes are peeled right now. Need a freeze. Need something. He's gonna get healed. We need another ally attack desperately, and we're not gonna get it. Oh, we got him down so low, guys. We got him down so low. All right. You know what I am going to do, guys? I am not going to do this to you anymore. I'll come back at you guys when we're making a little bit more progress on this wave. Be right back. All right, guys. So I took him down.
What we don't know is what they do behind closed doors.
Somebody hit me from behind. I remember.
I just have to say, somebody on the raid team is a twisted individual. A twisted individual to give Valkyries and Tawana Valkyries, who, you know, my team's all Force Affinity, obviously, going into so much Spirit Affinity. It is really annoying. Obviously, I need to get the block buffs up with Delana on everybody. That way, the shield and the counterattack doesn't go up. And, well, you guys know the drill, right? But we're close. We're close. 2 left. Now I'm just going to start A1 cycling. Get Valkyrie first. Tawana will cleanse, but it doesn't really matter. And, oh my word. So we still have a whole wave left, guys. This could be an hour-long video. This could be an hour-long Ash special.
I have a family.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. Dude, of course. Do I have to take it? Okay, I guess I won't A1 cycle. Golly. I don't want to use Finest Hour, that's for sure. We should just be going into... Tawana here instead of focusing on Valkyrie. Let's just use the A2, get the buffs off. Let's get a heal down, kind of regroup a little bit, and eventually I'll come back at you guys at the 3rd wave. All right, guys, finally, only 24 minutes in, no big deal. Here we go. Let's freeze them. What are we dealing with here? We already know it's a Herndig, it's a Tormund, it's a Samar Gem Curse, and a Brogni. I want to get rid of Herndig first. Herndig is right over here. Okay, so let's just go after him. Get rid of their nuker and place the block buffs, place the burns. They get the turns. We'll save... Yeah, we're going to save the A2 for Brogni, so let's just go over here and extend, hopefully. Okay. AoE, sure. Mordecai goes in there. Turn meter, we're getting freezes from the Torments, to be expected, obviously. Again, we don't do anything crazy right now. Don't have to do that. Let's just keep going in. Herndig down. Herndig down. All right, next up, Brogni. Brogni is going to be our next target here. Let's see. We are going to do a debuffs. Is A2 there? I don't know. Forget it. We should have just A1'd. Oh. Shirani is not looking good here right now. Tormund is hitting hard AF right now. All right. Regroup. Let's not get sloppy this close to the freaking end. As much as I want to go in with the A2, we're definitely going to block damage here on everybody, right? Oh, I could have fully healed Shirani, but she can heal herself. It's okay.
Hey, that's not fair!
But I should have. I'm so glad that we have some magic affinity here. It's great. Okay. We're going to kill... let's just go AoE here. We can do ally attack on the next go-round. And you know what? Brogny's never going to go here. We can just go A2. This is so much easier than that second wave. Good God. Even if we lose Shirani, which we do, we'll be okay. Oh, golly. I'm going to go against... I'm gonna ally attack here and hope that the AoE on Delana can kill Brogny there. So I'm going to get a little risky. Wait. We froze! Ugh! Brogny down. Brogny down. I'm like, no, man. No! All right, let's burn him. A1. Let's get some freezes on there. We get a revive Torment number 1. To the shock of absolutely nobody, Brimstone putting in the heavy lifting here in terms of damage. Okay, Delana gets rid of Torment number 2. Let's start cracking away at Samar a little bit here. We don't have to worry about any attacks. Let's just A1. We'll save the A2. Okay. We'll save the A2 for when he has this up. By this, I mean the block damage. Samar can... All 3 of these can be a pain to kill. But basically, it only took us a half an hour out of our beautiful evening. Or 500 turns. But we're going to get the job done here. Let's just play it safe. These Torments are going to go. I don't want to even risk things this close to the end here. Instead of burning, let's just go ahead and Turn Meter, fill, and then let's ally attack on Samar Gem Cursed. Now we can go get rid of the continuous... He resists the continuous heal. Let's burn him instead. Hopefully this Brimstone is enough to kill him. Nope. Continuous heal does the job. Let's go keep working on Samar here. In the meantime, I'm hoping the Torments don't get enough turns to where they have the extra life again. I just want to get Samar... Just kill Samar Gem Cursed, right? Oh! Okay, done. Torment. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's frozen. So much for the ally attack strategy. Not working that great when everybody's frozen. All right. We're okay here, though. We're okay. Let's land some burns. We're gonna do it, guys. It's gonna be victory. It's gonna be victory. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as my lovely editor, I'm sure, didn't. It's a long one, guys. Honestly, like, all jokes aside, I enjoy this. This is the type of content that I think I would enjoy watching. So hopefully some of you guys feel the same way. Again, we'll do it. Take a look at the end screen to see the damage and stuff. But we finished it. Live Arena now open. Hey, new best time, 29 minutes. Alsgore with 2.6 million in heals. Shirani with 2.6 million in heals. Loranatha 1.2. In terms of damage, Mordecai 658. Delana leads the way as we anticipated with 945. Alsgore as well, 659 helping out as well. Whew! That was a long, long battle, but we got the job done, guys. That's going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. And as always, take care, guys.